My name is David Smith, and I am from the great state of Texas. With Dive Mentor, I did the dive instructor program. This also included my rescue as well as my dive guide, aka Divemaster. What don't I love about diving? Diving is unbelievable. I always tell people, if you're gonna travel somewhere, you're gonna travel on land, you might as well travel in water. It's like seeing half of the coin, you know? So if you like to fly and you've always wondered what it's like to fly, go scuba diving, I'm telling you. So I learned to dive in, I believe it was Cancun, but I was 11 years old, so it was a long time ago. I'll give you an idea how long ago it was. My dive watch was about this big and this thick. I still have it, it's gigantic. My other hobbies include snowboarding and skiing, along with playing guitar, working out. I love working out. Running, talking to people, meeting new people. I have tons of fun doing that. But let me elaborate on skiing and snowboarding. It's the best. I'm hoping to combine it with scuba diving one day in my business, so look me up. So the reason I decided to go to Cozumel, to be completely honest, was James. He probably hears this a lot, but Cozumel was just one of many places, right? I mean, tropical place, it's beautiful, there's good diving. But after speaking with James and looking at the program and how he ran it, that's how I made my decision. I plan to open my own business. It will be a travel business for skiing and snowboarding, and then the other season will be scuba diving. So people in Texas will come to me, they'll get certified, so all that money they spent on the Cozumel trip, they can go and have fun. They don't have to worry about certified. In addition to that, I'll do the same thing, but with skiing in the mountains. Say something I like, I mean, there's no better feeling than getting off at 5 o'clock and going to the coast and having the sunset, absolutely gorgeous, the cool wind coming across, and enjoying one beer, or just sitting back writing in my diary, as they like to call it, but it's called a journal, not a diary. Would I recommend this program with others, to others? Of course I would. The number one reason is it's clean, there's no bugs, they take it extremely seriously, and if you're here to get a good education, they'll give you a good education. What that means is if you try this hard, they're gonna be right there with you, right? You're not gonna be trying this hard, and they're here with their help. They will match you. So if you're a professional and you're looking to be the best, this is the place to be. Okay, so I just touched on the dive house, but what I think about the dive house is it's very clean. The location is not on the beach. I mean, obviously, I think we'd all love to wake up in our hammocks on the beach, but if you come to Cozumel, you'll notice that it's in a good location. It is in the city, but James keeps it very safe and very clean. I cannot emphasize enough the cleanliness of the house compared to the surrounding places. It's unmatched. Favorite places I've traveled, and the list is enormous. I'm very blessed, and my mom's a flight attendant, so I've been dragged around the world. And I'd say some of the cooler places have been in Europe, mainly because that's where I go all the time. But we went camping all day, every day in Lofoten Islands up in Norway, and we were in the Arctic Circle, so the sun never set, and it was surreal. I mean, we just go climb a mountain, come down, and we didn't surf, but we were in an area where we were camping and there were like people surfing. It was unbelievable. So that would be on the top of my list for sure. Let me tell you about the instructors. So I started here with Pax. Pax ran my dive master as well as my stress and rescue, yada da da, and incredibly competent. He knew everything extremely well. To give you an example, one of the first things I saw him do as an instructor is he showed me how to demo setting up gear, because we had some open water students here, or one open water student, and I remembered it because he demonstrated it so well as an instructor, it stuck with me, right? It's one thing to be able to teach, but to be able to teach for people to remember, that's key. So Pax, pretty unbelievable instructor. And then for my instructor course, of course, James taught that, and you can't go wrong with James. I mean, he's a weird dude, but you can't not love him, and he knows his stuff and beyond. To give you an example, the test was easy. The final test I took with SSI was a walk in the park. Not because I'm a genius, but because James knows what he's doing and he loves what he does. So in regards to the instructors, top notch. Well, the waters of Cozumel, clearest waters on the planet, And I bet a year from now when I'm diving in the Gulf of Mexico, I'm gonna be like, man, this sucks, because I did all my training in Cozumel where I'm used to crystal clear water. So the waters here are great. Perfect place to train. Oh man, don't get me started with the night dives. So if you ask anyone in the house, I'm always ranting and raving about the night dives. Again, instead of listening to me ramble, let me just give you an example. So we have an all-star dive master candidate here named Dorian, and we had an open water candidate named Elena come out. And one night I got to lead a dive for both of them. And I was like, you guys are gonna love this, I'm so excited. And I actually kind of helped sell Elena on buying the dive because it was after she was certified. And we went out and it was unbelievable. The sun hadn't set yet, so we were underwater and twilight just took over the ocean. Dark reds shining through, it was gorgeous. Long story short, we get out of the water and both of them are just, oh my gosh, it was unbelievable, blah, blah, blah. And they would not shut up about it. It was just spectacular. The water here is clear. It tends to be bright at night. And so you can dive without your lights. And that by far is my favorite experience here, is the night dives. So I'm glad you asked, Nico. If you want a stellar education, a very safe place to live, a very clean place to live, come here. If you want to succeed, come here. If you want to do more with your life than just, oh, let's dive, bro, come here. Otherwise, don't. They ain't got time for that. So thank you so much, Dive Mentor. Love you guys.